Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today in the kitchen I will be sharing a recipe for lasagna. This is a very delicious, flavorful, and filling dish. But before we get started, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell so you'd be notified every time I upload a new video. Now I know sometimes when some of you hear subscribe, you think that you have to pay, but it is absolutely free to subscribe, guys. Thank you, and let's get started. Okay guys, now let's take a quick look at the ingredients. Here I have some ground beef and some Italian sausage. I'll be using some mozzarella cheese, the shredded kind, and I have the block cheese which I have sliced. They're both mozzarella. I have here some ricotta cheese. By the way, I'll be using the whole milk kind for all the cheeses because I just feel like they taste better. And I have here some lasagna noodles. It's the oven ready kind. I find that kind to boil better. It's softer. And I have some Prego sauce, some Parmesan cheese, some of my homemade green seasoning, some parsley, tomato paste, minced garlic, green and red bell peppers. I have some chopped onions. And here I have some chicken bouillon, onion powder, garlic powder, some seasoning salt, black pepper, brown sugar, cayenne pepper for a little heat, complete seasoning. Now let's continue. So what I'll be doing here is seasoning my ground beef. By the way, I have removed my Italian sausage because that already comes pre-seasoned. So I'm seasoning the ground beef with all of the seasonings that I mentioned except the brown sugar. And I will add them all to the ground beef, mix well, and I will set aside and allow it to marinate a little for about 1 hour. You can allow this to marinate longer, but I don't think it's necessary. So I'll let mine marinate for about 1 hour, then I'll show you guys the next step. So while the ground beef is marinating, we'll go ahead and get the ricotta cheese mixture ready by adding some ricotta cheese, some mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan cheese, some parsley, and 1 egg. We will mix well and we will set this aside in the refrigerator until later. So in my preheated wok, I will now go in with the ground beef and the Italian sausage. I will not be adding any oil to my pan because the ground beef and the sausage already creates its own oils. It has enough fats that'll give me enough oil that I need for this dish. So I will brown this for about 10 minutes and then I'll show you guys the next step. So as you can see, after 10 minutes, my beef is now brown. but it has a lot of liquid. So what I'll do is allow this liquid to evaporate. Then I'll show you guys the next step. So now that the liquid has evaporated and my beef is all browned nicely, I will now go in with my peppers, garlic, and onions. You guys, if you have a very fatty ground beef and you see like a lot of oil settled, what you can do is drain it off. But I had a very lean ground beef, so I did not get a lot of oil. I just have enough here that I need to carry me through this dish. So now I'll add my peppers, my garlic, onions, and I will let this saute for about 3 minutes. Next, I'll add the tomato paste, mix until well combined. Then I will add my pasta sauce and I will season the sauce by using a little all-purpose seasoning and some black pepper. I will also add my brown sugar here. The brown sugar is used to balance everything out, but if you don't want to use the sugar, you can skip that step. And I will let all of these, come together perfectly by setting the lid on here and allowing this to slow cook on low heat for about 1 hour. So while my sauce is cooking, I will go ahead and boil my lasagna pasta, and I will boil these until they are soft. So after about 1 hour of simmering, this is now done, and I will go in with my parsley, mix well, and we will get ready to assemble our lasagna. So the first thing we'll do is add some of our meat sauce at the bottom of our lasagna dish. Then we'll add our lasagna pasta noodles. Then we will add some of our ricotta cheese mixture. Then we will go in with some more of that sauce. Then we will add our mozzarella cheese. I like to use the bar or the block, and I like to slice it because I like, the richness of the cheese being like that instead of it being shredded. I just use the shredded cheese for the top, but I like to slice my cheese and just sit it right on top of the noodles. It is so yummy and delicious that way. Then what we'll do is just repeat the process of adding noodles, then the ricotta cheese mixture, then the meat sauce, then the mozzarella cheese. So for this last step, what we'll do here is just add our sauce on top of the noodles. Because you want to cover your noodles, you don't want to leave them uncovered because they'll become crunchy at the top. And you do not want that. Like, you ever ate a lasagna and the top of it is hard and crunchy? That is not what you want. So you need to cover them with the meat sauce. And if by any chance you run out of meat sauce, what you can do is use some regular sauce to cover your noodles. It will still taste amazing. but you need to cover them because you don't want them end up being crunchy. And then we will add our shredded mozzarella cheese over top. And that's it. What we'll do next is put this in an oven of 375 for about 30 minutes, covered. We will cover this with a foil wrap, and then we will remove the foil wrap after 30 minutes and let it cook for an additional 30 minutes, allowing the top to become golden brown, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. So this is it after 30 minutes, and now we will place this back into the oven uncovered for another 30 minutes. And this is it after it has been cooked for a full hour. Look how yummy that looks. We will top it with a little bit of Italian parsley, and I will let this sit for about 30 minutes before I cut into it and show you guys what it looks like. And look at all that yumminess, guys. It is super cheesy, flavorful, and delicious. Look at that. Okay, guys, so this is my version of a delicious lasagna. I do hope you guys enjoyed that recipe. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I will leave all of the ingredients down in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy!